in Pygate, and it is about 7:18 here p.m. in Southwest Florida. I'm going to start with my primer spray, and we're going to get that put on, and then I'm going to start with my foundation. We're going to have a little fun today. I hope you will be here to have fun with me, or even if you watch later, if you watch the replay, say hello, and I will say hello to you back. I'm not going to stalk you. I just want friends, so say hello. That's why I do this, so I can have people to talk to other than the 2 cats I have here and make some friends. And I've lost my napkin. Where'd it go? Here it is. So today, as it's not Valentine's Day, it's a couple days early, but I thought I would do, since it's Saturday here for me, I thought I would do a little fun, I'm about to say Halloween. Let's do some Halloween makeup. Fun Valentine's Day makeup, because Valentine's Day is actually a day I have to go to work, which I will just have to do regular work makeup to go to work. And actually, Monday is casual day at work, so I don't even have to be all that dressy for work Monday. But I thought, since it's the weekend, let's do it a little early. Let's do some fun Valentine's makeup. So I looked up a look online. Ooh, my face is splotchy today. Look at this. Red, red, red. Aloha! Red. Splotchy today. So I'm putting on my foundation. I thought I would have a little fun and do some Valentine's makeup, even though this is still Saturday here. It's not Valentine's Day yet, but I thought I would do it a little early because it's, you know, the weekend for me. So I'm not in a rush. For once, I'm not in a hurry. And I looked up a cute little look online and thought I would go all out and play Valentine's and be a lot of red. So I'm wearing my red shirt. And here we go. Put this on. Good morning, I guess it is to you. Aloha. That's our word. Aloha. We made our own meaning. Good evening or good morning or aloha, because it means everything. It means hello, goodbye, it means everything. So we decided to use it for a greeting, even though none of us are in Hawaii. Sorry, Hawaii. We're appropriating your word. I mean, you know, sorry. We like your word. It's done in honor. So here we go, putting on the foundation. So let's put on our contour. And I still have to do a little cooking tonight. I'm trying to decide exactly what I want to do. Do I want to do it tonight or tomorrow? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of it kind of mixed up and ready. Because most of what I'm doing is baking. It needs to be baked. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the part that needs to be pre-cooked tonight and then do the baking tomorrow. So I'll get like it all mixed up in the pan, keep it in the refrigerator, and then tomorrow we're going to put it in the oven so I can still have it piping hot tomorrow, but not have to do all the mixing tomorrow. I think so I'm going to do 11:20 a.m. Yep, so it's like almost noon for you there, huh? Almost lunchtime. And I just finished dinner. Supper. You call it dinner? What do you call your meals? I'm sure breakfast is breakfast. Do you call your noon meal, do you call that lunch or dinner? And your evening meal, do you call that supper or dinner? Which one do you do? America sort of has this little thing about the word dinner versus lunch versus supper. So what do you use for your meals? We don't change breakfast. The thing is, what we do is, particularly this is done in Southern America. I don't know what they do this is a real Southern thing. Whatever your biggest meal of the day is, we always have called dinner. Now that could be at noon and that could be at night. So usually, typically, your biggest meal of the day is at night. And you have a small noon thing. Hi, Karen. I am discussing what do you call your meals. Breakfast, I think worldwide is called hello, light, is called breakfast. My thing is not wanting to charge again. Let me leave it off for a minute. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. And so breakfast is always called breakfast. But then you call nothing supper. You just call breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this is what we do, particularly in the South. Breakfast is always called breakfast. The meal we eat at noon is usually called lunch, unless that's our biggest meal of the day, which would usually be on a Sunday. Particularly, we would have the biggest meal of the day on Sunday. So then what we call that at noon is Sunday dinner. And so if we have dinner, if we have a big lunch and we call that dinner, then later when we eat at night, we call that supper. But if we had a small meal at noon, we call it lunch. And if our big meal is at night, we call that dinner. So could we be more confusing? You have a larger lunch than most dinners. What about your evening meal, though? Is that bigger than your evening meal would be smaller than your lunch? So if you were in the South in America, you would have breakfast, dinner, and supper. If your lunch was your bigger meal, if the evening meal is your bigger meal, you would have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So whichever meal is your bigger meal, we call dinner. Unless your biggest meal is breakfast, we never call that dinner. Okay, let me see if I can turn this back on a minute. I think it's just this, I got a new plug for this and it's gone back to being naughty again. Don't know why it's doing that though. I'm wondering if it's the mirror is going bad. Like the part of the mirror rather than the plug. But do you still call it lunch? You might still call it lunch. It's probably a Southern American thing. Supper is normally a late evening snack. Okay. After your regular dinner then. So you would have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and supper, which you could do. Drinking something there like a little snack. Okay. And so you call that supper. See, that's kind of what we would do is if your evening meal was kind of a snack because you had a big lunch, we call it supper. But if you eat a big evening meal, call it dinner. Confuses some people. Even other people in America who are in the North don't do that. They don't have a dinner and supper, lunch kind of thing. Usually the only day that we would have big lunches, because most of the people, if you're at work, you're not eating a big lunch. So we usually have something small like a sandwich for lunch. Or a hamburger or something. You have a small dinner most days. Okay, so then if you were living in the South of America, you would be having breakfast, dinner, and supper. Is what we would call it. But like I said, ours typically would be Sunday after church. Hi, Carla. Sunday after church, we always had a big meal when I was a kid living at home. And we always called it Sunday dinner because that was our big meal. And then we would usually go to church again at night because we had night church back then. You don't find much night church anymore. But back then we had night church. So then by the time you got home, it was later. So we would have a light snack after church on Sundays. So we called that supper. Or sometimes we would go out to get a pizza or something. You too. Mm-hmm. Yes, we were discussing, Carla, we were discussing what do you call your 3 meals of the day? Breakfast, almost everybody calls breakfast. So then your noon meal and your evening meal, do you call them lunch, dinner, or supper? Oops, I didn't want to do that. Oh well, did it now. Too late. I was doing that and then I changed it. Now I just did it again. And I said here in the South, we call it only the biggest meal of the day dinner, which is usually the evening meal. We usually call it dinner. And there are sometimes people even say breakfast, lunch, and supper and don't even use the word dinner. But usually dinner always implied a fancier, more elaborate meal. So sometimes you never had a fancy, elaborate meal. If you were just, if you had a busy day and you were running around and nobody was home and nobody was actually cooking any huge meal, we never had dinner at all. We had breakfast, lunch, and supper. And we kind of just automatically called it that. But dinner always meant get out the good dishes, the good glasses, be a hot cooked meal. If you had like pizza or a hamburger or a sandwich, that was not dinner. That was lunch or supper. Because that was a quick little thing. Hi, Barb. How are you doing? Lunch and dinner or supper is a later night snack. Yep. Lunch and dinner or supper. Yep. That's kind of what we do here in the South. So, Barb, we're discussing what we call meals. I don't know if you did what we did. What we always did here kind of in the South of America. So I'm talking to the Australia girls. Is that, of course we always call breakfast breakfast. So what do you call your other two meals of the day? Lunch, supper, or dinner? What I was saying is if it was whatever was your big meal of the day, we always called dinner. So if you ate dinner at noon, you had dinner and then supper. If you had a big meal at night, you had lunch and then dinner. Some people call everything dinner. Breakfast, lunch, and supper. See, you don't even use dinner. But I think that's an old Southern, like an older style way of. But usually after church on Sundays when I was a kid, we would have what we called Sunday dinner. But it was lunch. But because it was a fancier, I don't know if it didn't have to be fancy, but it had more courses, it had more food to it. It was a more elaborate, you're doing good, okay, good. More elaborate dinner. It wasn't just a sandwich, it wasn't just pizza, it wasn't just some quick little thing. It was a full cooked meal. We usually called it dinner. And that probably came mostly from my grandmother's. Morning and afternoon tea. Okay, now I love afternoon tea. Love. It's not an American thing, though. It did not come from here, and it didn't widely make its way over to here. But I discovered it many years ago and said, where has this been? I like the one that has the little sandwiches, the scones, and the little desserts. That's afternoon tea. Morning tea, I love tea. And like I said, most people here don't even call it right. They don't, and I've seen people everywhere call it this, but I've done a lot of reading about tea only because I became so intrigued with it. Is that it's not even called high tea. A lot of people call it high tea and mistake. It's called afternoon tea. High tea is actually a supper on a high table, like your dining room table. Afternoon tea is low tea served on the low coffee tables or whatever kind of little tables you have in your parlor. But many people call it high tea, thinking it means like highbrow or fancy. It's smoko here at work. I don't even know what that is. Morning and after tea is smoke. I've never even heard that word. Is that even how you say it? Smoko? Nope, never heard it. Heard that word. First time I've ever seen that word. So I even wondered, like, what did she mean by that word? Nope. Smoko here at work. Screen is frozen. Oh no, try leaving and coming back. Sometimes if you leave and close out Facebook and open it back up, it'll work again. You love a proper high tea. And they're really fancy. Yeah, but they're actually, high tea is not the right word. If you look up the history of tea, which I've done, I've read every tea book I could find on it because I got so interested in it. High tea does not mean the fancy tea. High tea means a hot supper. Afternoon tea is the fancy one. But it's for some reason widely mistakenly called high tea. You're back. Oh, good. Oh, I'm pronouncing it correctly. Oh, good. Yeah, I have never heard of that. I love the fancy ones. So nice. All the fancy. I have a lot of stuff, too. I have a lot of tea dishes. A lot of teacups. I have probably close to 40 teacups and saucers. Teapots. Let's see. Here, let me show you real quick. Just a second. They keep moving this button on me. Here you go. See right there? Teacups. Right here on the wall, baby. And I have them all over the place. Aren't they pretty? I love tea. I have more dishes than people for tea. Anybody wants to come over to see me, we have dishes for tea. It is fancy. Little sandwiches, little cakes and slices, scones with jam. Oh, I love that. I love that. Especially real Devonshire cream. Yours are crystal. Oh, yours are in your crystal cabinet. Oh, yeah. I have a few of those hangers like that. Most of them are bigger. Those are the little ones that I have them all out. And then I have other kinds of like little plates and the little forks and little knives. And ooh, I love to do that. That's like one of my favorite things is to go to afternoon tea. Oh my goodness. The thing about it is if you go at a tea room, it's expensive. Oh, very expensive. But I sure do love it. But I started collecting teacups, and they're like all different, you know, all different ones. I love doing that. And then one day I decided I wanted a matching tea set too. I had to have that too. So I got that too. I don't want this. I want my blush. So yeah, I have a, like a china cabinet. That's a little full. It's very full. Take a photo later. Oh yeah, good. Make a post. Oh yeah, we should. Oh, they'll love that, won't they? Because I have a bunch of stuff I could take pictures of too. That would be a fun subject. Let's do it. We'll post it in the group. That's the jewelry group. If you're here and you're wondering what is the SS group, she's talking about the Sparkle Sisterhood. Sparkle Sisterhood is a group on Facebook for people who like the Maria Nicola jewelry. You don't have to own it, but if you like it. Am I far from New Orleans or Las Vegas? I am incredibly far from Las Vegas. Like, it would take hours to fly there. New Orleans, you would have to go across the Gulf. So, yeah, I'm pretty far from New Orleans, too. I could get there faster by boat, because it would go across the Gulf of Mexico. You have teapots and teacups. I love little Asian sets. Oh, the little Asian sets are cute, too. I have a few of those, too, because people have given me stuff, too. Once they found out, you know, that I like stuff, they bought me gifts and stuff. But if you want to join the Sparkle Sisterhood, that's where I've made all these friends. It's a great, fun place. And you get to see all the stuff about these necklaces and stuff. But then we just talk about other stuff, too. But from Las Vegas, that's the other side of the country. That's almost to the West Coast, and I'm in the East Coast and the South. So I don't know how many hours. It would be hours on a plane. Like many hours on a plane to get to Las Vegas. But New Orleans wouldn't be quite as bad, but it's across the Gulf of Mexico. Too bad I don't have a map I could show you. I don't know how long it would take. It would take a while to get. It takes like 8 or 9 hours to get out of the state of Florida from where I am. And that isn't even, you know, because New Orleans is in Louisiana. So you're talking about 8 hours to get out of Florida. And then you have to go, well, you would go across the Panhandle. But let's just say that you have Georgia, and then you have Alabama, and then you have, am I doing it in the right order? Mississippi, and then you have Louisiana. It's 4 states over. You'll wave across the Gulf. Mid-August will be in New Orleans. I'll send you a little map. Mid-August. Yeah, you'll have to wave across the Gulf. I'll look it up and figure out how far it is. Next time you have to visit Florida. But it's a ways. I have never been to Louisiana. I've never been further west than that either. I haven't ventured far from home. Yes, next time you have to visit Florida. But even Florida, unless you come to Southwest Florida, Florida is a huge. So you could be in Florida and still be hours and hours away. Just depends on where in Florida you go. All right, let's see. I'm looking at what I have here. What do I want to do first? So I'm doing some. You have friends in Florida. Where in Florida are they? Do you know the city they're in? It's a fair hike from here, too. Mm-hmm. Oh, I bet it is. Especially Las Vegas. Las Vegas is like, oh, no. Mm-mm. That's a long ways. Long ways. I have never been there. But there's a lot of stuff there. A lot of shows and stuff in Las Vegas. I have not been west of Alabama, I don't think. Even my own country. Most people are probably travel more than I do. I don't travel far. I can find all kind of stuff to do around here. We have Disney World, we have all kind of stuff. You were in Las Vegas last time you were in the States. Yeah, this is popular because it has a lot of entertainment. You know, a lot of shows, a lot of places, a lot of things to do there. But I have not been that far. But I know people that have been. Most of the people I know just go to watch the shows. But I am putting on my brows here. So how long does it take you to get to Las Vegas? To fly to Las Vegas? And you were pretty much like in the desert there, I think. Florida is the opposite of that. Florida, we're in a swamp. We're nothing like the desert. We got water everywhere. Under your feet. You can't even dig a very deep hole. You hit the water. Because we're a peninsula, so we're surrounded by water on 3 sides. So you don't find much dry stuff in Florida, unless there's a drought, you know, if it hasn't rained. But most of Florida had to be drained to be even buildable because it is a swamp. It's all low. We're like at sea level here. And so we're at the water level. Alright, so let's do this. So I thought I would do today some fun red. You drive hours to Sydney. Oh, 4 hours. 4 hours to Sydney. Fly to Honolulu. Oh my goodness. Change flights for Vegas. 1 week. And then on to New Orleans 1 week. And then back to Honolulu. Whoo, lordy. Then for a week. Then home will be in New Orleans for my birthday. Oh, how nice. Now, I think I did hear one time that to fly from Florida to Honolulu is like 15 hours. To get, because you have to fly from here to California, and then you go from California to Honolulu. I've never done it, but I know people that have done it, and if I'm not mistaken, it's like a 15-hour flight from Florida. So that's a ways. Because it's like 5 hours or something from California. Yeah. It's 5 hours to you, Carla. I think it's like 5-hour flight from California to Honolulu, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time since I've read about it. I've not done it. But so then that would mean it would take me 10 hours? Is that right? To fly from here to... Yeah, right. I don't know if it's that long now. And I don't know if that counted stops. I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a long time. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll have to look it up. Okay, so what I thought I would do is put on a bunch of red for Valentine's. Even though today's not Valentine's Day. So I'm using this red in the... Right here. What? That red right there. This is the James Charles palette because Lime Life does not have a red. We do have a red blush, but when I put the blush on, It looks red in the pan, but it is actually a really pinky red. And I want it to be more red because it matches his shirt. Kaz, you'll get there one day. You only have to go one more hour, Carla. Just one more hour to go see her. That's funny. Just one more. But then you have to drive that hour back, too. So, this is red. This is crazy eyes. But since it's Valentine, we're going to do crazy eyes. This is not my normal everyday look. But that's the whole point. We get tired of seeing that. So we're going to do... You know, red makes your blue eyes stand out really well. Would green eyes, too. But I see a lot of people doing pink and red eyeshadow looks right now. Let's do that. And I looked up a look. I didn't, well, because I didn't print it out, but I think I'm going to draw some little hearts on my face. A Valentine-y look. Or any of you doing anything particular on Valentine's Day? I am working. It's telling me my internet might not be available. Internet connection was restored. You got kicked out. Yeah, kicked me out too. Just now said like you don't have internet connection. I'm like, So I looked at my Wi-Fi and it says is not connected. I'm like, what in the world's going on here today? My mirror is being a poopy head. That's red. My Wi-Fi is not working. Stuff's not working today. But I connected it to the hotspot outside, so hopefully it's not blurry. Is it blurry? If it's blurry, sometimes that's blurry. No Valentine's Day for you. Yeah, I know. I understand. I don't have one either. Other than, I'm going to work, you know. We're having casual day at work for Valentine's. There's my celebration right there. Casual day at work. Woohoo! Well, I'll take it. But me and the cats have our Valentine's Day. We haven't celebrated Valentine's Day. Even when I was married, my former husband was never really that interested in Valentine's Day. Unless he got to go eat. But if you ever try to go out to eat on Valentine's Day, I don't know what it's like in your country. Here it's like, it ain't that fun. It's a madhouse. It is not enjoyable. It's crazy busy. It's crowded. It's like, okay, this is no fun. It's much better if you do have somebody to go out with Valentine's, do another day. Another week. Celebrate another week. It was weird. I know. Yep, you get to cuddle from the cats. That's right. They're loyal. Loyal and loving. They're there for you. They deserve all the love. That's what I'm doing too. What I have been doing for the last 9 years. So we will be, a lot of people call it Galentine's Day when you, just girls. But I don't even go out with just girl. I don't go out with the girls either. I don't do that either. You don't do anything for it because we believe in the everyday things we do for each other. I like that. And we buy each other things all the time, so celebrating is just a day to express, yeah, you don't need that, right? It doesn't sit right with us. Yeah. Oh, I think that's good. That's a good idea. It's every day. It's every day for you. You don't need a special day. Well, my anniversary used to be the month after. We always just used to do stuff for our anniversary. So I'm not used to really celebrating Valentine's Day anyway, so. Why does this keep telling me it's time to clean my device? And I keep telling it I'm doing it. It keeps telling me again. But I've gone to my settings and put clean device, and it keeps kind of, time to clean your device. Stop it. Stop it. See, when I do this down, it still looks kind of pink. You're getting ready to, you're putting on your beautiful lashes. Oh, good. Oh, where are you going? Well, let's see. It's like noon for you. Noon for you on Sunday, right? Are you going for an outing? So at least I don't get depressed on Valentine's Day. I don't get depressed. I don't get upset on Valentine's Day because it never was like a big deal. And because we always, when I was in school, Valentine's Day was always the day that you brought in little cards to exchange with your classmates. So I never really viewed Valentine's Day as a romantic day. It was just a way to show love to anybody. So I'm really glad that I don't get depressed on Valentine's Day. It's a false god of love. That is true. That's true. It is a false god of love. It's like a mythological thing, right? And making money for shops, yep. You can celebrate and show. And for restaurants. I mean, not that I'm against them making money, but it's kind of like manipulative. We're doing a family barbecue lunch today, granddaughter's birthday. Oh, nice. And your old cat's 12th birthday tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday to the kitty. We've never done Valentine's Day. Well, see, we're not missing anything. Our getting together anniversary is on the February 8th. Oh, see, no, my parents' anniversary was February 8th. They've been married 61 years. So we normally do something special then. Yes, that's another thing. My parents never celebrated Valentine's Day. Never. Because their anniversary, and half the time, they forget it was their anniversary. Once they were, like, older, I'll go, Mom, do you know what tomorrow is? Tuesday? Yeah, do you know what the date is tomorrow? It's February 8th. Does that date ring a bell? She goes, oh, it's my anniversary, isn't it? The thing is, Dad's the same way. They've been that way for 20 years. Do you know what the date is today, Dad? No. Go look at the calendar. February 8th. Oh, it's my anniversary, isn't it? But they don't get upset with each other because they both do it. And it's just like the same. They never celebrated their anniversary especially because they loved each other, just like you said. They loved each other every day. They didn't need to do it on a special day. You're going to lunch at the chocolate shop. Oh. What is the chocolate shop? Tell me you're not just eating chocolate. You thought you'd wear lashes. Oh, of course. And your daughter turned 24 yesterday. Well, happy birthday to her. Your girlfriend is in Davenport. Davenport, Florida? Okay, I have heard of that. Can't think offhand where it is, though. I would have to look that up. It is nowhere near Fort Myers, that I know. I'm in Fort Myers. Davenport. North Florida? Central Florida? I'd have to look it up. Yes. I'm having a little insane fallout here. Look at this. So much fallout. That's okay. That's okay. You could travel down to visit. Okay. Oh, your wedding anniversary is Halloween. That's fun. I know a friend of mine, she was born on Halloween. Mine used to be March 16th, the day before St. Patrick's Day. And now, of course, now it is nothing. That would be fun on Halloween. So yes, my parents just passed their 61st anniversary. We could have our own... Oh, yeah. Let's go to tea. You won't have to talk me into that. I love it. I love tea. First time I ever had tea was in 2002. I don't mean the drink. I mean the fancy little dinner or the fancy little meal. And it was offered, I was in Savannah, Georgia on vacation, and it was offered complimentary at this bed and breakfast I was at. And they asked us when we checked in, do you want the because they just have to, how much to make. Do you want the complimentary afternoon tea? And I'm like, well, I don't know what that is, but it's complimentary, so yes, I want it. And so they said, well, you just come and we serve you tea. And I'm just thinking, okay, we just drink tea. Okay. Then they had the little, and it was all homemade. Oh, they had homemade shortbread. They had homemade scones. They were making it there at the bed and breakfast. They had the little sandwiches on the tiered server, and I'm like, where has this been? It's not in America much. It has been, but it's not real common. Mostly from Britain. Actually, I know, do you know the history of afternoon tea? I got so intrigued with it. I started reading the history, like when it was invented, where it was invented, by who. Do you know who it was invented by? I do. Chocolate shop is teas, coffees. Oh, don't tell me that. Teas, hot, cold chocolates, all sorts of foods with chocolate. Oh, don't tell me that. Well, I want to come. Oh, that sounds amazing. You have a cup of Irish tea. Oh, that would be good. And I bake fresh scones. Oh, they're so good. Here they are nice and airy and used as a dessert with jam. I don't like, America has their own version of a scone. It's like a big fat cookie. If you put jam on it, it's too sweet. I don't like the restaurant scones they have here. They aren't scones at all. We can have a chocolate and pie shop. We sure could. And a tea house. We sure could. And it would be good. Oh, we'd be so busy. But the British type of scone, with the jam and the Devonshire cream, oh, it's so good. American scones, it's more like a biscuit. Yeah, not like yours. Yeah. American scones, I'm sorry, they kind of ruined it. They put too much sugar in it. You don't need sugar because you have the jam is the sugar. And if you, there's the one tea room I do like, we have one tea room in town, one. And it's good, but they do have those too sweet scones. And I'm like, that's not a scone. It's a big fat cookie. A big fat dry cookie. I'm like, nah. Friends served them with bacon and eggs. Oh, okay. So that's like a savory scone. Aussie and British scones. Yeah, I bet they are the same. Yeah, so I have some that I make that are, I don't know if it's the exact same recipe, but it would be more like that. They're so much better. Oh, and if you had lemon curd, that's something that's probably British too. Lemon curd's like, it's like lemon jam, kind of lemon curd. It's like lemon pie filling, only put on scones. Like you can put that on instead of the jam. Oh, that's so good. I have a recipe for homemade lemon curd. Oh, you will make them. You're gonna fatten me up. You're gonna that's okay. I won't refuse. Oh, yummy. And I learned like the proper way to make tea. And I learned the history of how it, yeah, lemon curd. And the recipe, you know, homemade lemon curd. Oh, don't buy this stuff in a jar. Homemade is so good. All right, I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. I want to get, that's too pink. How about this one? Is that going to work over here? I'm trying to darken that up a little. No, it's going to make it too brown. I need something like burgundy. I don't think I have a burgundy anywhere. Do I have a burgundy? What do I have over here? I have that. That's going to make it pink though, isn't it? Let's see what that does. I think we're just going to leave this as is. Oh, you make all your own desserts and pastries. Oh, that sounds so good. Yeah, I usually make desserts. I love to bake. I don't have a burgundy. How about, let's try this. That's a little tiny bit of black. I'm just trying to make it a little darker in the corner without going too off of the red. Just kind of makes it a little muddy looking. So let's do this and I'll put the red back on top of it. Let's try that. Black dress peacock. Come on. Ooh. And the emerald sparkles today. Oh gosh, that sounds so pretty. Did you take a picture? Better take a picture. That sounds so pretty. To go to the chocolate shop. You better take a picture of what you're eating too. Use dark brown or blue. Oh, I could use the blue. This is black. So I'm just trying to make it a little darker. There's probably brown on this brush too, because I almost always use brown. So this is probably blackish brownish. Let's put red back on top of it, see if that makes it darker. Otherwise I could have just left it red, I guess. I'm going to have to start looking for a burgundy eyeshadow. Oh, that's not bad. I'll have to look for a burgundy eyeshadow. That way I can use this red. Lime Life doesn't have that either. Nobody has that. Nobody that I have in my possession has it. Okay, that's not bad. I'm just trying to get it to not look so pinkish. It likes to look pinkish. Do church have a ladies' tea? They did. Decorating tables differently. Oh, remember when we did that in that Harvest Ministries, when we decorated all those tables? Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. And I made all that food. I loved that. We had a ladies' tea going before COVID, where we were having a monthly tea. We weren't doing the table decorating, but that is such a good idea. But they did have different people making stuff to bring in. But the lady that was in charge of it, she's now working. Her husband owns a business, and she's working more for him now. And she's like, oh, I don't think I have time to do the teas anymore. And I'm like, no. But it's, I don't have time to do them either. But, oh, I loved that. Make all the tables look different. Everybody decorate their own. That was so fun. But I remember doing that at Harvest. But I don't think we're even going to have a ladies' tea at church anymore now. Not unless somebody else can do it. Well, the lady that was helping her went to work too. And then, well, I was helping her too. But she had another lady helping her that wasn't working. And so that lady went to work full time. And then, so she lost that helper. And so we haven't done it all during COVID because they kind of just shut everything down. And she told me about a month ago, she goes, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it anymore because I just don't have time, because then she's working now. And I'm like, oh, but I loved it. And everybody did, but maybe somebody else will have time to pick it up. Yours was the black. I remember that was so pretty. The black, yellow, and the white, the black and white checker tablecloth, the white place, and the yellow Gerber daisies. Oh, yeah, I remember. I think I still have pictures of that somewhere. I didn't remember who did which one, but I remember that black. Everybody loved that one. That one was so pretty. That was so much fun. Everybody loved it. But yeah, we did have for about a year, I'd say, we did that ladies' tea. But, you know, I guess we're not going to have it. And like I said, unless somebody else can do it. But, well, if you don't have time, you don't. Alright, so now we're red. Red! This screams for eyelashes. You've got to have eyelashes with this. So, oh, let's do... What time is it? What time did I start this anyway? Just see, this is when I don't have to be anywhere, you know, I just slow down. Drag it on. But that's okay. So let's do what I saw online. These little hearts on, I wonder if I can do this on my face. It's hard to draw on my face. All right, let's do this because my skin's loose. So let's take the red. What kind of entertainment would you suggest for a ladies' tea? I seriously don't know if I can do this without my skin moving. What would we recommend for a ladies' tea entertainment? It's a little hard. Now, what we did usually is we had different ladies speak and give their testimony, or that's usually what we did. Well, it's not entertainment, though, specifically. It would be really cool if you had, oh, look at that. If you had somebody that could, like, play the harp or something. Then we have pink. Oh, this is going to look just like the red, too. although this is pink, I'm going to see if I can fix it where it looks pinker. You're the God who stays. Now, I used to belong, and then for about a year, I actually took it over when the lady quit. I belonged to a thing called the Ladies' Tea Guild. Cellos. Oh, yeah. Pedicures or facial massage. Oh, that's a good idea. Facial massage, or you could do like, you know, mask, face mask, or any sort of forever. But what we used to do with this Ladies' Tea Guild, the lady that was starting it was also really interested in like Victorian age things. We used to have little like presentations on stuff from history. Like teaching people the history of afternoon tea is really interesting. So afternoon tea began in 1840. Now I'm talking about not the drink tea, but the meal afternoon tea was started by Anna the Seventh Duchess of Bedford in 1840 in England. This is cute. This is like big heart freckles. And what happened was, she was a duchess, and she, in those days, particularly if you were upper class, you couldn't just go to the refrigerator and get yourself something to eat. They didn't eat between meals. They ate when there were meals. And they had like an early breakfast, and then they would have lunch or something like 11 o'clock, and then they wouldn't eat dinner till 9 o'clock at night. So there was like this enormous amount of time until their evening meal. And she wrote in her diary, this is how they know this, she wrote in her diary that she would have this sinking feeling in the afternoon. And some people speculate she could have been hypoglycemic or something. But she started because she would feel so like out of energy, I guess, whatever she described as a sinking feeling. And it was really kind of like unheard of to eat off schedule. But she was staying at the, I don't remember if it was hers or somebody else's, but somebody's like, you know, country estate. And she got hungry. She didn't go, you know, usually they'd go out and hunt, you know, they'll go out to the hunt. She didn't go. She stayed home. And she was hungry, like she always was, in the afternoon, having this sinking feeling. So she sent to her servants, because this just wasn't done. She sent to her servants and said, "Please bring me some tea and toast up to my boudoir," which is a little sitting room off of your bedroom. And ladies trio and skits. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. I would like that. So her servants brought her some tea and toast in the afternoon. And she writes in her diary that it was so refreshing that she started asking for it every day. Then the servants who wanted her to be happy, but she was sneaking. See what she was doing, because this is like, she didn't want to be criticized by society. Even though she was a duchess, she didn't want to be criticized. So she was hiding in her boudoir and asking her servants for snacks. And so because they wanted her to be happy, the servants started, instead of just bringing her toast, they started bringing her little pieces of cake and little pieces of, you know, whatever little, they were making fancier stuff. And she really was liking this. One day when she was up in her room hiding, people were out, you know, doing the hunt like they normally did. Visitors came by. Ladies. And the servants came up to her and said, and they were friends of hers, told her these ladies were downstairs. They're here to visit you. And she took a chance and said, just bring them up here to my boudoir. And they found her up there having snacks. And she told them, well, I'm having this sinking feeling in the afternoon every day. And I have been having this little refreshment every day and finding that it's really helping me and not be so hungry. And would you like some? And they're like, yeah. So she started this fashion of having afternoon tea. So nobody criticized her. They loved the idea. And then one day, because some of these ladies were ladies in waiting to Queen Victoria. And one day, one of the ladies in waiting to Queen Victoria told her about it. If you ever saw pictures of Queen Victoria later in life, you know she loved food. Queen Victoria said, what is this? Let's do it. And so once the Queen did it, that was it. It was in fashion. And the Queen could do anything. Anything she did automatically was in style. So once Queen Victoria loved afternoon tea. And once she started the fashion, everybody did it. Everybody in England started. And that is how afternoon tea began. And why didn't it spread to America? Do you know why it didn't spread to America? If you're American, you might know. You might. Once I tell you, you're going to go, oh yeah, I should have known that. Before we became a nation, right at the time we were becoming a nation, in the 1770s, actually America became a nation in 1776. And this was before afternoon tea started, though. Afternoon tea, remember, started in 1840, but years before that, when we had the Boston Tea Party, what happened was they were taxing the tea. America was wanting to break free from England and be our own government. And we said, we are not paying the tax on this tea, and they dumped it all in the harbor. You've probably heard about that, most likely. And so what they did, though, that wasn't the only thing. That wasn't a one-time event. So what they did is they boycotted tea because it was symbolic of an oppressive government at the time. So they boycotted the tea, and then instead they started drinking coffee. And that just kind of stuck. Even though we didn't, kids are here, you're off. Okay, you have a good time. So because... Let me put this hot pink on here. This is eyeshadow. I'm going to make it... Well, maybe I'm going to make it pinker. I'm going to make it darker. I'm trying to make it look pinker. And they're going to make it look redder. This hot pink. Alright, let me see if I can fix this. Figurita, yes. Hi, Tamara. Alright, let's do this pink. This is like baby pink. Let's see if we can fix that. So, America became a coffee nation because of the Boston Tea Party. Because once they started drinking coffee, to kind of boycott the tea as, you know, a symbol of we don't want to be under the British government anymore, they just stayed coffee drinkers pretty much. It never kind of went back. So when they came up with afternoon tea in England, we had been like away from England for too long by then. And away from drinking much hot tea, even though people did drink it, but it just was lesser. I'm still blurry. I wonder if I can go back. Let's see if I can go back to my Wi-Fi. Let me see what it says. It says I can't even do this. Okay, let's see what this says. Okay. All right, let's see if that did anything. Did that do anything, and did it make it worse? Right now, it's telling me I'm connected to my Wi-Fi. See, when I connect to the hotspot outside, it's sometimes blurry. You're eating a carrot, your healthy snack. Good. Is that before you go to lunch? You changed your lashes to posh. Okay. You're eating a carrot. Is that your token vegetable? It's worse. Lovely. Before the chocolate shop, you could dip that carrot into chocolate. All right. Still not looking very pink, is it? Da, da, da. I'm trying to make it look like what I saw the picture online. We're getting there. Oh, it's clearing? I'm going to give it a minute. My eyes twinkle even more because it's blurry. It's blurry making my eyes twinkle. Okay, here we go. Now it's looking pinker. Okay, I'm just putting on white on top of this. That was too much. I'm trying to make them look different. Jacob is eating a carrot begrudgingly. Oh, that's funny. He doesn't want a carrot. He wants chocolate. Are you going to bring him home some chocolate? Or something? I like carrots. I love carrots. Cooked, raw, anything. I love carrots. Even as a kid, I loved carrots. You didn't have to talk me into eating carrots. All right, now it looks pink. Here we go. There we go. Now, they're all supposed to be red except those two. You're going to go sit in and eat. He loves tea houses too and tea. Oh, good. Well, you raised him right. Raise him on tea. Okay, now I'm putting red. Red. It just makes it darker. Red eyeshadow. On top of this lip liner I've put on here. Celery really helps. Oh, does it? Helps your shingles and stress dermatitis? Really? Well, there's got to be something in there that does that. I actually like celery too. Huh. I wonder if that helps de-stress. I'm going to have to look up what does celery do. That's interesting. You mean eating it, I assume, not putting it on your face. Because I actually like celery too. I like it in salad and stuff. Go. That's kind of cute, huh? I think it's kind of cute. Did I do that one? I don't even know now. I don't even know if I did that one. Oh, I'm forgetting where I'm leaving off here. I don't think I had done it. So this is one less heart than the picture I saw online. The picture I saw had one more here, but my skin is so loose right there, I'm not even going to try that. It won't be a pretty heart. Eating it cold. Oh, you've tested it a few times, so you need some today. Oh, that's so interesting. I like it cold. I like it dipped, is what I'm trying to say. I like it dipped in ranch dressing, or I like it with peanut butter, or I like it with pimento cheese. All right, let's see if I can go around the border here without messing it up. Oh, there's one of my favorite songs. All my days. Yes, I will. You're driving now, listening, so you can't comment. Oh, that's okay. Don't comment. Don't comment. You have an amazing day too. Watch till the end. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Don't comment. Keep your eyes on the road. Oh, see, that's much better outlined. Much, much better. This is cute, I think. Just a fun look for Valentine's. Even though it's not Valentine's Day yet. This is Valentine's weekend. Would I ever wear this anywhere? No. But it's fun to do for makeup. Just makeup fun. This would be something you would do more like for a costume or something. Yes, I will, all my days. Yes, I will. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so let me get some of that off of there. I think I'm done with these. Let me take my stuff here. Stuff. You have no idea what that is, do you? This is highlighter. And I'm putting a lot on, like purposely. I don't normally put it on this heavy. But this is a fancy look, so we're doing some fancy shimmer. To glorify, glorify the name of all names. That nothing can stand against. This is like gold. Normally, I put it up here too. But we kind of got some other stuff going on, so we're not going to put it there today. We'll put it here. Oh, yes, I will. Alright. I'd say we're just about done here. Let's put on... Uh-oh. Dropping my stuff. Let's put on some eyeliner. Some black eyeliner. We'll try not to mess up my... I think I'm going to have to use my... Where'd I put my napkin? There it is. I'm going to have to use my eyeliner for the lashes to get this in here today. Because I just put a whole lot of powder there. Maybe I should have put the liner there first. There. My cats are both zonked out sleeping. Okay, let's try not to smear my... I usually hold my eyes there. Try not to smear my cheeks. I'm trying not to smear this. My little hearts. I want to come to the ladies' tea. It's so fun. Gotta go. Okay, nice chatting with you too. Talk to you next time. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. Love being able to chat with people. Okay, here we go. Black. This is waterproof, smudge-proof eyeliner. Which I love because I have watery eyes. If you have watery eyes, you need this. If you don't have watery eyes, you still need this. You'll still need it. Because it is smudge-proof. Alright, so let's do this. Once it dries. It takes about 15 seconds to dry. Alright, so let's do... I'm just going to do the whole thing today with this one. Because I'm not going to wear it all day. Because there is no all day. So I'm just doing the one for normal to dry skin all over today. Because I don't have to worry about oil breakthrough for the rest of the night, you know. Okay. Then let's do our mascara. Eyelashes are when you transform this look of, oh, that's red, on your eyes to, okay, don't look so bad. Eyelashes make the entire difference. Because without eyelashes, it's a little crazy. Put eyelashes on, it suddenly will look like, well, gee, it looks fine now. You need to get one of those for your bride, but I'm thinking brown, not black. Oh, the eyeliner? Yep, we have brown. You can get brown. You can get a single brown. I'll show you in a minute. like you can get one that's just one-ended, or you can get a double-ended brown one that has two different browns. Yeah, brown is very nice and natural looking. We also have brown mascara, but not waterproof. The waterproof is only black. But this fiber, this is the smudge-proof one. This comes in brown and black. Right now, our waterproof only comes in black. Yeah, probably would not get to you in time. Although we do have there's a warehouse in Sydney. But I still don't know. It wouldn't come from America. It would come from Sydney. Because we are open in Australia. But I still don't know how long it would take from that. Because I don't know. I don't know about the shipping. You may have to run. You may need one from a store. Weddings in 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't know how fast the shipping is in Australia. But it would come from Australia. So you wouldn't have to wait for it to ship from here. That's the good thing about it. But I don't know. Shipping is still slow. Even from Australia. So you might need to get something from a store. Express parcel from Western Australia. 2 days. Oh, okay. Now they do have, okay. Lime Life in America has express shipping. I don't know if they have express in Australia. They might. I don't know the shipping options from Australia, but you might be able to do an express shipping if they offer it. That I'm not sure, but I could find out. But I do know it's just in Sydney. And Sydney is closer than Perth. I have not found a liner that's better than this one. As far as it being waterproof and smudge proof. I had one I had bought that was supposed to be good, that was waterproof. Yeah, my tears washed it right off. I'm like, what happened to waterproof here? And it was supposed to be a real good brand. I don't remember what it was, but I'm like, not so waterproof on me. This one is. But I'll show you the brown anyway, just so you see it. So you can get, like I said, just one that just has the one color. Or we have the double-ended. And this has two browns. One of them is called Work Hard and Play Hard. Okay, basically Work Hard is matte and Play Hard's got a little shimmer. So you have, it's a real dark brown. That's Work Hard. And Play Hard. It's more like kind of a coppery. See how it has a little shine to it? I hope the picture's clear enough to see that. It always takes 2 weeks for Lime Life to get to you. See, it might not. Does Lime Life have? Oh, but you're doing your phone. Do they have a faster shipping option from Australia? I don't know if they do or not. But see, if you when you first put it on, see, well, you still can't. It's too late. Too late. It's been on there too long. Okay, see, it's dried, so now it's smudge proof. Smudge proof will not smudge. But if you like it smudged, like, you want the smudgy look, you have to do it when you first put it on. So you would put it on, and then you would take your brush or your finger, and you can smudge it. But you have to do it almost immediately and smudge it around. But then, see, once it dries, it don't smudge. it will stay. And of course, it's waterproof. But yeah, it might be too, yeah, I don't know. I would hate for you to not get it. It is pretty. But this one, the shimmer is kind of neat. It's a little bit lighter, so that way you have kind of an option. Okay. Now, let's do some lips. Some lips. And lashes. Let's do the lashes. Let's do I Am Grateful. Okay, let's do that one. Oops. Uh-oh. Pulling the whole thing out here. Then when we do lips, then we will really have some red going on. Alright, Kez, I know you were at a red light or something, right? Yeah, look at getting some later. Yeah, you need to get what you know you can get right now. You can't show up at a wedding and say, sorry, I don't have it. But we have several colors. We have black, navy blue, purple, all like peacock green, kind of teal. Let me get these lashes ready here. But hopefully you can find something that'll work locally. Alright, quit falling over here. Get back up there. There we go. Now I can just do the one. Since I'm not going out, I can probably just do one line. Lashes just complete the look so well. Now that I started like wearing lashes, it's like I can't imagine like going out without lashes on. Nope. My eyes look naked. I don't like my eyes look bald. I don't know like that. And these magnetic ones, they're so comfortable. They're so, like, they don't feel goopy and sticky and irritating. You need some good color ones. Here, I'll show you what we got. Well, of course, you know black. Black looks like black. Here we go. Here is black. We also have one, if you do the waterline thing, which I don't, because my eyes don't like it. They water. My eyes irritated. But we have a neutral. It's a skin color that you could do inside the waterline. I don't know if you can even see it. But you can do that with, and see these, like the neutral and the black, you can get them separately or get it as a double-ended thing like this. The only ones that are pencils by themselves are the brown, the black, and the neutral. And then all the others are double-ended. So you have the double-ended brown. You can get the black and neutral double-ended. And then we have, let's see, navy. Navy comes double-ended with that color, which this one is called, is that the one? Let's see, I gotta remember which color's which. Yeah, this is the one that's actually rose gold. So you have navy, you see it's bluer than the black. And these can be used like in the corner of the eye, or you could put that on as just complete eyeshadow. So these are like highlighters on the other end. There you go. Isn't that pretty? Rose gold. And then we have the green. The teal green comes with a like a champagne. That one's pretty. That one's so pretty. Champagne color kind of thing on the other end. But those are all shimmery, those are. And then the purple one comes with gold on the other end. Here's the purple. Real nice dark purple. And gold. That's a real yellow gold there. But these, you could use these just as eyeshadow, like a shimmer, like how I did with the highlighter. Those will look like that. Only they're more smudge proof. And I think, yep, that's it. Plus we have the eyeliner pens. These are not waterproof though. They are smudge proof once they dry. But they come in black and brown, so those are like a liquid liner kind of thing that you can use also. But like I said, if those, you don't want to cry in those. But they are really good if you have dry eyes. Alright, let's do a little bit of lipstick. You love the rose gold and the emerald. I know. An emerald is so pretty. And purple. They're all really nice. You want the magnetic ones. Does Priceline have magnetic lashes? I don't know what you mean Lime Life? What's Priceline? Lime Life doesn't... Oh, Karen, Priceline will have... Oh, yeah, you're asking her. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay, good. Need some good colored ones. That is a question you're asking her. I'm glad because I don't know the answer. Pretty, thank you. Let's see what I'm missing here. Jacob. Oh, Jacob is texting. Okay. Thank you, Jacob. Don't let Mama text when she's driving. No smudgies. Let me see. You love the... Okay, I read that. Pretty sure. Okay, you're answering her. Okay, good. So then we have... See, when this dries, that is smudge proof. But they all... Yeah, no smudgies. All Stasies, no smudgies. But this one, like I said, this one will come off with water, but these won't. The pencils are waterproof. The pen is not. Definitely need the 3 double ones and the brown. They're nice. Oh, and see, not on my hand. Clean hand. No smudgies. Okay, let's do lips. But if you do like it to look smudged on your eye, like you do want that look, you just draw it real quick and then take you a brush or your finger and smudge it. You just have to do it within about 15 seconds. Then it's dry. Once it's dried, you're not smudging it with a sledgehammer. Which is good because you want it to stay in place. Here's Cabernet. I love Cabernet. Oh, you have to design new business cards. Oh, nice. So I haven't done like a fun look in so long. I thought I would do that today. A little bit of Devil's Food. This is Kez's favorite. You love the navy, purple, green, and brown eyeliners. They're all pretty. Is that Jacob typing that? James designated your photography business logo for... Oh, designed your photography business. Oh, how great is that? I love it. You can't beat something like that. Okay, what is that on my lip? Something funny. Huh. Like a piece of fuzz or something. I don't know what that is. Like you do. I go Devil's Food. Oh, it has a Norge flag in it. Oh, I'm going to love that. See, that's going to be unique. I push you away. Okay, that was Devil's Food. This is Cherry Pie. Devil's Food on the bottom, cherry. So I sort of get both these colors ombre. And I get like a ruby red lips. And a camera lens. So you might want, oh, look, I'm getting it all over me. I'm getting it all over me. You might want to consider Lime Life makeup for the future if you're doing makeup for people doing weddings, because Lime Life makeup was specifically created for photography. It has no flashback, and it has been used in Hollywood and Broadway since the 1950s and 60s. The foundation particularly. It is specifically made to look good in photography, because you know that's what Hollywood is. It's all movies. It's all photography. So you don't have, it's made to look and feel like skin. It doesn't look like, it doesn't dull your complexion down. It's made to look like real skin. So it photographs amazingly well. And it doesn't oxidize. You know, a lot of foundation, that had been my problem for a long time. A lot of foundation, liquids especially, they oxidize. They change color on. They don't, some people, I don't know that it's as noticeable. It depends on, I think, the oil content and stuff of your, and the chemistry of your skin. Makeup oxidizes horribly on me. Meaning it turns about 3 shades darker once I've had it on for 5 minutes. So the color that comes in the bottle is not the color it will be on my skin. It will get a lot darker. So for me to get foundation that is my color, I have to start like 3 shades lighter. And I'm talking liquid foundation. I have to start like 3 shades lighter. But the problem is that when it darkens, it doesn't always darken to my color. Sometimes it's too pink. Sometimes it's too orange. Sometimes it's too brown. I had the worst problem in the world. Devil's Food and Ruby Chocolate. Yep. Ruby Chocolate is cherry pie. Devil's Food and cherry pie. It looks like ruby red. Oh, Ruby Chocolate. Oh, no, you're talking about the other Ruby Chocolate. Yes, Ruby Chocolate is here. That Ruby Chocolate. Ruby Chocolate and Devil's Food. You know, you could mix those, too. You could ombre those, too. You could ombre any of our lip colors. Okay, I lost what I was saying. What was I saying? Foundation change in color. That's what I was talking about. So, I mean, my whole life, I just sort of gave up on, do they have a green concealer? We have not a green. We have this one that is a greenish yellow. But if you need a green, I know where you can get it. The same. I know the company that you could get it from. That's the company that makes these concealers. So if you wanted it like just a regular green, I know what it would be. The brand. I know the brand it would be, because it's the company that actually makes these concealers and foundations. I know the companies that make them. So I could tell you what to get that would be the exact same formula from, and you could get just like straight up green from them. They have colors, and they use that in also, because you know they have Lime Life doesn't carry all the colors, because not a lot of people are probably gonna buy green. It's more a specialty thing, but I do know that you can get green. You just have to go to that company to get it. All right, so let's do my wig. So it would be the stuff that would work with Lime Life, because it's the same. It's the same formula. All right, here we go. This is the wig I've been wearing. But I got one because, and I don't use it a lot, but because of the dark circles, I have an orange that I got from there. And Lime Life doesn't have a straight up orange, but I went to the company that manufactures it. Your skin gets very red, so you always start with a full green concealer to neutralize the red first. Yep, you could get it. So let me see if I can find the one I got that's orange, because then you just get it in green. Where did I put that little pot? I haven't used it in a while, just because I'm usually like here it is. Like I usually run out of time. But I do have it because it cancels blue. Orange cancels blue. And if you have like bluish under eyes, you want orange under there. So here it is. See, that's just plain old orange. There you go. And see, it comes in a little pot like this. So you could get this, I'm sure you can get this in green. And then it's the exact same as this. So you could use it, you could use it with this. It's probably like a mint green. But this is really, you don't need much of this because it's really, really, really pigmented. So you don't have to like have a lot of stuff caked on. So you can just take this. See, like I can just like, look how much that is. You don't need, like, you don't need that. You know, you would just need to, so it's not going to take much of that at all. But see, sometimes I put this on my under eyes, like I said, when I'm not in a rush. But when am I not in a rush? I'm always in a rush. Because I always get up late. But when I'm really taking my time, I can put that under my eyes. It works well. But you can't get it straight from Lime Life, but you can get it from our source. From our manufacturer. Let me pull this out. You were going through one of those pots every week. I'll bet it would last longer than that. You might could get a bigger size of it than that. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if the company that makes our foundation has a green. I'll look at that and see. For full makeup every day. It really wouldn't take that much to spread around though, because there's so much pigment in it. Like I said, maybe they have a bigger size. I don't know. And because this right here, these things right here last like 6 to 8 months. And this thing is enormous compared to that. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but you really don't need a lot. You will be green all over. Okay. The thing is, they don't mix with makeup that has silicone in it. So if you have dimethicone, silicone, anything that says icone, these foundations, because they're wax-based, they don't mix with it. So you can't use... So if you get the green concealer to try it, if you can't mix it with another makeup that isn't these, probably. Unless it doesn't have dimethicone in it. Use it on your whole face. No, you could try. You could try and see how long it lasts. And test it. And like I say, maybe they have a bigger size. They might. Have to look and see. I have to look and see how big they come. But Lime Life makeup and concealer, the only ones I have ever used that don't change color on me. And the reason they don't is most things that change color is because they're mixing with the oil in your skin. And because these are wax-based, this is a plant-based wax, not a candle wax. Because they're wax-based, they can't mix with oil. Oil and wax don't mix. So it can't change the color. It never oxidizes. So the color that it is when I put it on is the color that it is when I come home at night. It doesn't change. It's the only makeup. When they said this won't oxidize and it won't change color on you, I'm like, yeah, I don't believe you. I don't believe it. So I thought, well, I'll try it and I'll prove them wrong. It doesn't change color on me. I was like floored, because I've never had makeup that didn't change color on me. You might find with Lime Life makeup, you might not need the green because this is full coverage makeup. So maybe this might cover your green. You'd have to try it. But this is full coverage. It covers stuff. Even the concealer covers. I'm trying to think, what did I use on this before? I've done this trick before. Let me show you. You've probably not seen it because it's been a while. Ignore the fact that I'm wearing my pajama shorts, okay? So this is, I don't want you to, let's don't go too far here. These are spider veins. They're dark, darker than any red you could possibly have on your face. Dark, they're purple. You could see that, right? Really well. I take Now you got to have something that matches. I take this concealer. I wonder if the foundation would do it. You don't know if I've tried the foundation on it. Let me see what color we'd be here. Oh, maybe this color. Okay, let's try it. I want to try it. I've done it with the concealer. Let's see if the foundation covers it. I mean, those are, you can see that, right? Those are horrible. Oops, there went my sponge. Let me get my sponge. Okay, let's try it. Let's try. We're going to try. First, we are going to put on, that's not it, primer. Helps it stay better. I've done this with concealer, but I haven't done it with the foundation. Let's try it with the foundation. Then I'm going to take the sponge. The sponge will give you usually fuller coverage. This is a dry sponge. If you do it wet, if you wet the sponge, it will dilute it more. But the dry sponge will do fuller coverage. If you get the right color, I know the concealer covers this. Oh my gosh. All right, look at that. This covers, our concealer will cover tattoos. This is not the concealer, this is the foundation. Hey, look at that. That's pretty good. This is full coverage. So what do you think of that? You have a lot of those sponges. This is a really good one. This is actually the baby one. This is the full-size sponge. And they get bigger if you get them damp. This is one that's latex-free, and it has very little, it doesn't have big pores in it, so it doesn't just absorb your makeup. I don't think you could see it very well. Then, you want to set it with powder. If you don't set this makeup with powder, you'll rub it right off, because it never dries. So you have to set it with powder. And it also kind of blurs it. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. With no green. You have both sizes. Yeah, you can use any sponge, really. So, yeah, look, I mean, covers. So you could wear this, like, if you don't want people to know you have spider rays. You could do that. I mean, I can see it a little bit, but if I used the concealer, it covers it better than this. But you might find the makeup covers the red without the green. And can you imagine you wouldn't have to use the green? It's worth a try. You might want to try it and see what it does for you. Okay, there you go. And we have 30-day money-back guarantee. But that's why it's good for photography. It doesn't let stuff show through. All right, so let's do some sparkles. I ought to show that more often because that is, it's doing great. Oh, good. That's an amazing, you can just see the dark purple, but nothing else. But, I mean, your face doesn't have that darker purple on there. So, it covers, but if I put the concealer on there, it covers the dark purple. But that was just the foundation. So, I wanted to see what it did with just the foundation. Okay, so let's do, let me see what we have here. Let's do, this is my red. I'm supposed to be getting the long strand in red. My Boxing Day order says it's going to be here Monday. We'll see. I don't trust the post office that well. It might be here Monday or sometime this week, but at least it's like almost here. It's almost here. So excited. I may not get it for, I was going to wear it for Valentine's. I may not get it for Valentine's, but I got plenty of red. I'll wear this one. Uh-huh. I see that. Yeah. Not knowing what that is right there. Oops. So my holder just threw my phone off onto the floor. Oh, it's swinging. You're swinging. That's nice. Sorry about that. Somehow my phone holder It just like threw up my phone. Hold on here. Oh, that's the problem. Okay, my little holder thing came unglued. All right. Yes, that is, we'll have to check into that later, maybe. We shall see. Don't know what that is. Don't think I want to either. Let's see. Is that, I probably need a little longer than I am. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right, let's see here. Ow, I'm running over my foot with the chair. Then we're going to read our devotion soon. That must be why he's here. He wants the devotion. He wants our prayer devotion, right? That's it, right? Okay, here we go. I'm putting on the black crystal. Your younger sister bought you a new makeup mirror that lights up like a ring light. Oh, that's nice. Those ring lights are nice. I have a ring light. This is actually a Reiki mirror from Glamcore, but we sell them at Lime Life. We actually sell them $1 cheaper than Glamcore sells them. But it's a mirror, it's like a rectangle. But it's really nice. Okay, there we go. Red sparklies. Red, red, red. Everything red. Okay, so let's read our devotion. See how this goes over. This is from Beth Moore, Praying God's Word Day by Day. And this is it's February 12th here. It's a battery or plug-in so I can take it with me. It is a chargeable, like a USB chargeable mirror. It doesn't use battery. It plugs in like your phone does. But you could definitely take it with you. Here, I'll show you. I'm going to have to re-glue this thing back together. Hold on. Here it is. And it has, down here, so you have, that shows your battery. This is, I don't remember what that is. This is your camera. So it hooks to Bluetooth. That's what it is. It hooks to the Bluetooth on your phone. So you can put your phone on here. See, this is the thing that holds the phone. And these are magnets. And there's magnets here in the mirror. And it just sticks right onto the mirror. And then you can put your phone up there. And instead of having to push the button on your phone, you can push this right here and it'll take a picture. And it has different brightness. That's like level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go bright or dim, off, on. It has Bluetooth. So it hooks to your, it's easier to take a picture with, and it frames lights you up so well. Okay. And they have different, like they have travel ones too. Like this is one that's called the Ricky Colorful. And I don't think mine's charged right now. But it lights up too. These little lights around here. And then you can open it up and you have this magnetic palette down here. See, this is what it comes with, this kind of charger. It has magnetic palette so you can take your makeup that's in metal pans and stick it there. And if it doesn't come in a metal pan or it's not magnetic, you take these little things and you peel the back and stick it to it, and then this will stick on here. So you can take anything that is shallow like this and make it stick in here. And this is your little tool how you can pry it off the, like you have to pull it off. But then you can take it and you turn your mirror around, and then you can tilt it. And then you could sit here and use that to put your makeup on. So that's a cool little thing too, called a Ricky Colorful. But we sell those too. I wonder if this would work on my mirror that's not wanting to charge very well. I just need to put that cord on it. And that comes in a little pouch like that. But that's just really a travel size one. It's really neat. You can put your makeup in it. Well, you could put your makeup on anywhere. Yours is just a mirror. Yeah, they are cool. Okay, here we go. Let us see. We will be reading from Isaiah 61, 1 through 3, 2 Corinthians 4 and 8. That says, we must never cease believing that God cares about those in physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual prisons. Jesus, the Lord, has anointed you to preach good news to the poor. He has sent you to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives and release from darkness for the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance of our God. You comfort all who mourn. You provide for those who grieve in Zion, to bestow on us a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. Oh, those are all the things we need, isn't it? I'm not taking it out. No, I am not taking it out. It is 9 p.m. I guess that isn't that late, but I have nowhere to go. Red crystals look great. Thank you. I am hard-pressed on every side, but I don't have to be crushed. I am perplexed, but I do not have to be in despair. I am so glad that he has delivered us from despair and being crushed and being, we might be perplexed, we might be confused, we might not know what's going on, but thankfully he does. And he is our deliverer, and he is here to deliver us all. Fabulous. You are welcome. You all have a great day. Have a good lunch. I want to see pictures. All the pictures. But I will take a picture of it anyway. I'll put the picture in the, I haven't put a picture in the Sparkle Sisterhood in so long. I'm slacking. So I need to put this picture of my hearts in the Sparkle Sisterhood. There we go. Because they'll like that. They like my decorative, festive makeup. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So thank you for watching, and if you need my link, let me know. I can give you my link. You can just browse. I can also be your personal shopper if you need assistance. I can also tell you where to get wigs, where to get sparkles, and anything that you need. I'll be glad to help you with it. Yes, take photos of the tea set. I will take photos of mine too. So we'll add to it. I think that. Thank you, Tamara. I think that'll go over really well in that group. I think they will like that. That'll be a new obsession. I know that Raj the peacock is an incredible obsession. Such an obsession. So I think, we'll start a new obsession. Tea sets. I think that'll work. I think that'll go really well. It goes with sparkles, doesn't it? Fancy stuff. Fancy stuff. We're going to go over really well. Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Have a happy Valentine's Day. Even if you don't celebrate it, just have a good day that day. Because, that's all I'm going to be doing too. Have a good day with your cats or whatever you love and is loving you back. You have a Raj mug. Yes, I was like, everybody is, but peacocks are so pretty. I've got the peacock kimono. Everybody is into the peacock stuff. That's good though. Such pretty colors. So I'm going to go. We'll start a new thing with tea. Have a very good day. Be very blessed and go be amazing until tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to go cook. I guess I could do some cooking on live because I'm just going to do like the preparation kind of part tonight. Bye, Karen. So good to talk to you and have a good night or a good day. So long.